In my city, we some gator rockers, Cardi big blockers, boss up and get this money, boy. Only get it pop.
You said you had some issues with Creed, and you wanted to just go on a little run about Jonathan Majors. So what's up, man? What's up?
So first of all, Jonathan Majors is an
incredible
actor.
Yeah, I want to touch on that too.
Everything that he's in better.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely agreed.
Because he sold some of the confusing shit on Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
like he.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's just him. Even in Creed, it's like when he's on the scene, when he's on the screen, he don't even got to say much. Like just his mannerisms and his facial.
He sells what he's saying
very well. By the way, Shazam.
Okay.
So he is incredible. So my criticisms are not
about his
directed
acting
towards him at all. Overall, I will give Creed. I probably even would give it about a 7 on the strength of him alone
and his acting.
Yeah. But it's just I had some.
I feel like they just from the little part I saw. I feel like they rushed the character development and like forcing the background and all of that shit. I feel like it was a little rushed.
The problem I had with it is he didn't have nobody in his corner. Then he came out had two trainers. Everybody got this, and then he wins, and he at the beach with 100 people. Where these people come from?
Nigga, the fucking
when you the champ, nigga,
people gonna come to where you at.
But no, dig that. Now you the champ, so you should get an entourage and team to come the same two niggas.
They still had like two people.
Same two niggas.
Keep it simple, nigga.
No, nigga.
When it's time to
the
fight,
niggas I need. Yeah, I mean, I won the
my
championship
cut man and my
with
trainer.
these two niggas. That's who I need next to me. These two
That
niggas.
shit look like some generic ass shit.
The way he analyzed from his corner the opponent, that shit was so dope to me.
That shit was kind of dope.
That shit was
so
dope.
What was that?
So just
he would notice shit like
he would like notice like little like if somebody's favoring something like he can hone
John
in
the
on
Majors?
it.
Knowing your trainer stand in front of you and talk to you. He had his trainer stand to the side. He looking right across at you. If they lift your arm up and you wince, he target that. He like, oh, this motherfucker shoulder hurt.
So it was like a voiceover or something?
No, they just show him watching and him reacting to whatever you doing over there in that corner, and then he about to go. And it was kind of like how Floyd strategized against you. You know what I'm saying? They showed him being a smart boxer.
Yeah,
like it was really dope.
Yeah, because when he was over there tagging Felix, and they kept seeing he was tagging Felix in his arm to take away his power, and he kept seeing him put ice and stuff there. He like, oh yeah,
I'm fucking him up. Yep.
So just a quick synopsis of the movie. So Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, they knew each other since they were younger. Growing up, Jonathan Majors was like the man, like little amateur ranks doing like little underground
Golden Gloves and all that shit.
Yeah, he was like, I think he's getting ready for the Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was, he was the man, and Jonathan and Michael B. Jordan was like his little homie. He'll let him come to the.
They're like 3 years apart or something, right?
Yeah, they're a couple
something
years
like
apart.
That,
yeah. So, so they show when he was younger, when Jonathan Majors was younger, boxing, knocking niggas out, doing his thing. They grew up in a boys' home when they was younger.
Yep.
One night, after one of the fights, they go to the store. Michael B. Jordan goes out to going to the store. He sees a guy that apparently used to abuse them physically
at the
home. So he runs up on him. Start whooping his ass.
You remember me?
So other dudes,
corny guy from high school.
You funny,
right? So other dudes, I guess I don't know, just came out of nowhere, grabbed him and like started beating up on Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors gets out the car, pulls a gun out on him.
Oh shit! Okay.
And then the cops come.
Cops pull up just as he pull up.
Might take off running.
See
the police run.
Right.
Yeah,
and
like
they arrest
Jonathan Majors.
They arrest Jonathan Majors. He has a couple priors. He ends up doing 18 years in jail for that, which is my number one problem.
Yeah, that's a long time for just a gun.
I was like, because they showing clips of it. I was like, oh, he killed the dude.
Yeah,
okay,
he didn't even shoot him.
He didn't even fire the gun.
He didn't even shoot the gun.
Yeah, 18 years.
18, and he was a minor, right?
And he was a minor.
They must have had that nigga
like
a year for every bullet.
He's like 18 or 19.
That's incredible.
Nah, he was a minor.
He was a minor. He was like 16.
He had to be
like
16 or 17. Yeah.
Yes, he was a minor. Yes.
Yeah, that's a long time to not have shot somebody, bro.
To not even have shot the gun.
The gun didn't even go off. Because
that's like you in prison till you 21. And you good.
I'm convinced that he killed the dude. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So that's my first guess.
That's a bit excessive.
So he been in jail for 18 years. He gets out. He's
he been writing Mike the whole time, by the way, or most of the time.
Right, been sending them letters.
And his mom hid him from.
Yeah, apparently Michael B. Jordan never gets the letter. So he's been festering.
Because it looks like he abandoned his
One
man.
question, I can't remember this, but then we get back. Did Michael B. Jordan, Adonis, did he know when he was a kid he was Creed's son? Did he know then?
He didn't know until later.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think he knew until later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they was little, Jonathan Majors, and they didn't know like, you're Apollo Creed's son. No. Okay, all right. Bet. Okay.
So he's from jail watching Adonis, come up in the ranks and be the man. So at this point, I would say Adonis is like in his early 30s or something. He's about to retire. He has his last fight. He's retiring. Yep, he's retiring.
Fought Ricky Conlon.
Oh, he fought Ricky Conlon?
Yep, in his
wow,
match.
okay. All right.
And he's like training. He's getting into like training younger champions.
Being like a Don King promoter type deal.
Yeah.
So what's Major's name in him? Damien. So Dame gets out of jail. Basically comes to see him. Walks up on him. The
little shit from the commercial.
Yeah. They talk catch up.
Yeah.
So basically, he's like, all right, I want to get into the fight game. I never got my shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be the champion. I want my shot.
And you out here promoting, and you my man, so you the person to talk to.
Right.
And you ran. Put me on, nigga.
Yeah.
But look,
put him in the gym.
I got a little gripe for anybody who mad that Mike ran.
All right, we get there. I want to get to the heart of this story here.
Mm-hmm. So he lets him come. It's like, all right, you can be the sparring partner for Felix, who's like the new thing, the young, hungry
in their gym, the one that they bringing up in their gym. Okay,
yeah. So he's the champion. He's like the best in the world. He's in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting ready for a title fight with Drago.
Oh, so Drago came back in this one too, the son. Okay,
yeah,
all right. So that's sweet. I like
Drago about to get ready. So he begging, put me on. Like I want to get a shot at the title. Mind you, now he's been in jail 18 years. He's just getting out. He's never had a professional fight in his life. So he gets out.
He did win Golden Gloves though. He did
when he was 16 years old.
Well, I'm just saying.
So
because they announced that during the fight, former Golden Gloves or whatever. Yeah.
So they had like a little little face off event. Some dude runs up on Drago and he smashed his hand.
Yeah, smashed his hand.
Smashed his hand with a tire on
so he couldn't fight.
Breaks his hand so he couldn't fight.
It was a setup,
which is super predictable. But I don't even have a problem with it because as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, he set it up. He set that up. Mm-hmm. But okay.
But even still, you shouldn't get
because the conversations he was having in the room at the moment told it all.
So now, all right, your man's out. He needs a fight,
a challenger.
So and then here's comes one of our first big problems with it. So all right, so the fight now. In any other instance in the world, so this happens all the time. Someone gets injured.
The next number 2, 3, or 4.
Number 2 contender.
That doesn't even happen. You just postpone the fight 6 months until the dude heals or whatever.
But they made like it was so drastic that they couldn't postpone the fight.
Why?
Because Felix he wanted a payday.
So you can't wait 6 months?
Payday right now.
You the champion. You can't wait 6 months?
How bad are you with your money?
So
Michael B. Jordan's like, I got someone, and Duke like, no. His mama say, he's like, no. He wants you to fight. What's the name? No, don't do it.
So, of course, what happens is this guy that has never had a professional fight in his life.
His first shot is a title fight. His very first professional fight.
At the dude that they've groomed
and been molding.
That he's the guy. But Felix is the guy.
Yeah.
Like he the champ. He's the hungry. He's in his prime. He's the champ. He's been beating everybody's ass. This is the guy.
He basically Canelo.
He's basically Canelo.
I'm going to provide some throwback pushback on this.
They about to say throwback pussy.
This is Rocky 1.
No, it's not. Rocky was a professional fighter.
Rocky was fighting in
he was
fighting in club rooms. He was fighting. He wasn't.
Even when you were professional, all your fights not in stadiums.
Rock wasn't even good.
He wasn't, but he was a professional fighter that had been consistently fighting.
Like bums, though. Let me say,
consistently
tomato cans.
Fighting people.
You say you fucking fighting bums. Okay, I get you. But in a way, technically speaking, looking at the path lines is just a reverse of Rocky 1. Creed had a fight lined up with a major opponent. Opponent gets hurt. Creed refuses to postpone the fight because it's bicentennial weekend. I need an opponent. Somebody find me anybody. They find this guy.
So they find this underdog guy.
The underdog comes in, gives him the fight of his life. Doesn't win the title, but gives him the fight of his life. Changes his whole life that one night, and that's the birth of the Rocky franchise.
I was just watching Rocky 2, right? Mm-hmm. And
Rocky 2, or did you say Rocky 2? Okay,
Rocky 2. And what was Adrian's brother's name? Paulie. When Rocky came to try to sell him the car, he was like, "Is my sister bothering you?" He was like, "No, your sister's fine." He said something about knocking her teeth out if she acting up. And Rock was like, "I like her teeth fine where they are." I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up."
Paulie wasn't holding nothing back against Adrian.
That motherfucker told him to knock his sister teeth out.
Knock her teeth in or something.
Rock was like, "I like her teeth just fine where they are."
Paulie. All right, go ahead.
So they put this guy who hasn't fought in over 18 years against the young best champion of the world, and he knocks him out and wins the title.
It was a great fight, though.
Now that's the part.
The fighting choreography was great in this movie, though. Can you give it that?
They say Mike did his thing with the fight choreography.
I got a huge problem with the last fight, with the final fight against Creed. Huge problem with that.
The gap,
absolutely.
They skipped it to the last fight, right?
That made me mad.
They skipped to the last round.
They did the first two. And then in the third, it's like they went in this zone, and you come out, and they in the 11th.
There was no crowd or some shit, right? There was no crowd.
And then you seeing like jail bars around the ring, and then you seeing things like from
they got two artistic.
It's like a video game.
They got two artistic.
They got real artistic. And then, all right, so I'm like, all right.
It's different, though.
All right, it's different. But I'm like, now, I want to see them going back and forth. Nigga, I need to see the rounds going back and the battle. That's what I need. They bounced up out of that round 12.
They cheated you out of every great boxing movie. You see the girl go by with the car, showing the rounds. They cheated you out of all of that.
Rocky 3 was only 3 rounds. But they had it. Well, the first fight was 2 rounds. Then the second fight was 3. The second fight was 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So it was only 5 total boxing rounds. It was like
2 rounds, and they win this thing, and then when it's done, it's like ding ding. That was the end of round 11. Like what the fuck? What the fuck?
And at this point, Creed has been out of the ring for what?
So he hasn't fought for 3 years. He's retired. He hasn't fought for 3 years. So once Damian wins the belt, he comes and confronts him because he finds out
Dame set everything up.
The Dame set that whole thing. He finds out, they confront each other.
The picture with the guy that hurt his hand and all of that.
He was in a picture with the guys on it? So you knew him.
They was locked up together.
Yeah.
He finds out. So
sent them hitters out.
So then it's going back. Well, nigga, you abandoned me like when we was younger. All that shit.
Yeah.
It comes to find out that his mom had hid the letters from him, so he goes and confronts her. My next big problem with it, if you wanted to, number one, why did she hide the letters? Why did she not want his friend to communicate?
Because it was that bad pass.
Okay, that's fine. Then why are you keeping the letters? Why do you still have the letters?
Right.
True.
Why you didn't throw them away?
And burn the letters?
Yeah.
Why you still
got the letters? What, you plan on showing them to me one day when he died or something?
Right.
Which is basically what happened.
So, and then she dies.
Oh, wow.
Spoiler
unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily. It was like they tried to give you a moment of.
Yep.
They tried to give you Rocky 3 when Mick died.
No.
That's what they tried to do.
We don't have that connection with her.
It was no connection with her. I didn't feel anything.
She didn't need to die.
When someone
you telling me this right now, like I just like, why they kill this character?
Bro, when someone's mother dies in a movie, I'm normally devastated.
Yeah, it should hurt.
I'm devastated. It was like. Okay, but why?
What y'all do that
First of
for?
all, we had no connection with her because one, she wasn't supportive of the idea of him boxing in the first place. So she was never there as an emotional support system through these movies. So we never had that.
Because if she was like the mother cheering her baby on, that
that's
would have
like,
been
oh
different.
my God, my son is out here. I'm so like Adrian. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just so scared for Rocky every time, and you could see not only was we dealing with what he was going through in the ring, we had to look at her and the fear of like, oh my God, this nigga getting his fucking brains knocked
they
out.
was giving you the perspective of the fighter, but how it affects the family also.
That's how we built the emotions with Adrian.
So they showed Bianca like that. Like
but so if she would have died, we'd have felt emotion.
I would have felt something if she would have died.
Yeah.
And, and then the side thing is his daughter. She's deaf.
Okay.
But she wants to take up boxing.
But she wanted to box. She wanted to be like her dad. Mom didn't want her to box. He's sneaking, teaching her lessons. So he's teaching her how to fight. Which is going to be Creed 20 with her.
Right.
They doing the anime series and everything. They're doing the whole Creed universe.
So is Bianca all the way deaf now, or she still got
she still got the she still got that thing.
But their daughter is
she
deaf.
was born completely deaf. Okay.
Yeah, she do sign language.
Okay.
So get to the final fight. That they set up. Adonis challenges him on first take.
First take.
That part was dope. I like Stephen A.
I love when they use real TV shows and real people.
We got a call.
Put him through. He's like, what up, little cuz? Like, so, yeah, you a punk.
It's a Dame?
It was Dame. He called in the first take when he saw Donnie on first take.
Jonathan Majors is so great,
yeah, bro.
man.
He said,
He just fucking carries.
Did you hear the West Coast accent?
He's like, all right.
Did you hear
Bring
it?
it.
Yes,
I
dog.
was like, man.
He's like, bring it.
You a punk, cuz.
Yeah, bring it. He's like, not for the whole world. He's like, well, obviously it's too late. This is live, so the whole world gonna hear it.
Man.
He
He
is
did
so
his thing.
dope, dog.
NBC Mike is backwards.
He's just incredible. So final fight. I already told you the issues with the final fight. Of course, Creed wins. Predictable, but
Knocks him out.
I don't have a problem with it.
I really wish they. He knocked him out. I feel like he shouldn't have knocked him out.
I feel like Creed should have lost.
I do too.
I feel like Creed should have lost.
build that
At this
character.
point, Creed should have go ahead and lost.
He almost did though. When he
I feel like it should have been a decision
And
loss.
that built the hype for the next one. Man, it looked like some cartoon, like some Dragon Ball Z shit.
It was like
He tried to put his fist through his belly.
I wouldn't be
He
surprised if he would have
tried
punched
to
through
gun
this nigga. They would have showed his fist coming out this nigga back.
Yeah.
that's how he caught him with that gut shot. Like, ooh.
I feel like the proper ending to this movie was a Rocky IV, where you come into this fight and y'all really hate each other, but over the course of this fight, y'all build this immense respect for each other and what y'all stand for, and you begin to understand what the other person is fighting
That
for.
part did happen.
Oh, it did?
That part
After
did
the
happen.
fight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that would have been perfect if he would have won.
If he would, yeah.
It's not right for Creed to win again. Now what, nigga? You retired for 3 years and now you come back, you the champ again. Like, no, you should have took the L. It could have been a decision. You don't have to knock Creed out.
It didn't even have to.
You don't have to kill.
It's
Knock him
kinda
out.
like-
Knocking Creed out kills the character. You can't
It's
knock
kind
him
of
out.
like WWE killing Bray's character.
Yeah.
Not putting him over how
Yeah,
they should.
pretty much. Yeah. So knocking him out would have killed him. Have him win a split decision, close decision, 1 point, whatever the fuck it's gonna be. But have him lose, and then at the end, y'all come together again, and then you've given the reins off to this guy here, and then you can go with this redemption story in the next fight. Even you don't have to fight Jonathan Majors again. You can bring somebody else in, and Jonathan Majors loses, and you come back and you like I think I got it. I think I still got another little bit in me. I could win. You know what I'm saying? I think I could beat this guy.
It
or
was a
whatever.
way they could have took an angle to make Jonathan Majors kind of like Apollo, and you could introduce a character in the next movie that not necessarily kills him, but fucks him up. Now they done spent the end of this movie and most of the next movie building that bond and getting close and really being like best fucking friends, and then he really get fucked up, and now Creed got to step in the ring with this nigga who, let's just say, paralyzed Dame or some shit like that. You know, like they really could have went some dope ways, and they kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it.
The fight sequences were amazing, bro.
Yeah.
They cheated us in that last fight. Like they cheated us.
Yeah, I was
by going, because after that you like, man, the rest of these rounds about to be lit.
Yes, that's what I'm waiting on. Yes,
the execution. I get what they were trying to do with the scene, but you shouldn't have skipped nine fucking rounds.
Now, if they would have did that and then he came out of it, and then like we said, go through the rounds, I would have been fine with it.
But you don't go right to the 12th.
Skip to the 12th. Like, what the fuck? What's the rest of the fight?
Yeah, it's drastically different from what we don't get it. I need to see the flow of this fight.
Yeah, so I need to see the flow. I need to see them going back and forth because they was even saying this is a close fight. We're in the 12th. You know,
we only
how do I know it's close?
Rounds,
show me that it's close. I don't know that. Yeah.
And I was so pissed with the crowd because the crowd was all cheering when Apollo knocked. I mean, when Adonis knocked him on. Oh, I said, what the fuck y'all clapping at?
Right.
That's some bullshit.
This is
fuck y'all sitting in the theater clapping. Shut up.
Yeah. And man, look.
That's why I love Endgame. I mean, not Endgame. That's why I love Infinity War.
Yes.
Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
It made people cry in that theater. I was so happy.
Right. Y'all surprised. They all did.
And then half of them was them fuck ass niggas that just didn't know what Thanos was about. And they crying and shit. Like, what? You didn't know that it was over for them? When I saw that Infinity Gauntlet, I knew it was a wrap. In one of these movies, they getting work.
Yes.
You're not going to win this movie.
I ain't going to lie. Spidey sold me, bro. Spidey got me.
Man, come on, son.
It wasn't everybody else.
That was the
it
one,
was him
boy.
selling it. He sold that shit, man.
T'Challa too, though. When he came up, he said, "Get up." What was he talking to? Okoye or whatever.
Okoye,
yeah, and he did a fucking action. He went to reach for it. I was like, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah. Like shit.
Okay, so I want this to transition into Ant-Man, but before I want to get to you said you didn't have a problem with Adonis running when he was a kid.
No, because they're a troubled youth. You've been in trouble with the police. That's why you are where you are. When you see the police, you run. Yeah. And my thing is, Dame had a chance to run too. They didn't just run up and bum rush him right away. Y'all saw them lights coming.
Right.
Creed saw them lights. Nobody was touching them. I'm getting low. You know what I'm saying? Because once the niggas who was beating him up to get him off a homeboy saw the police, they stopped beating him up. I got some sunlight. I'm out of here. I was like just getting on the ground getting worked by these two dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The police come and let me get the fuck out of here. My man's got the gun. He probably should run too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we hear the sirens. Yeah, we see them coming.
Loose. We should break loose.
Run.
We should break loose.
I don't have a problem with him running. I have a problem with him never going to see him.
He didn't know he was writing them.
No. Dame was writing him.
Right. I'm saying
Adonis should have come to see him in jail.
He should have.
But your man's because I'm in this situation because I was saving your ass. You started that fight.
He didn't need to bring a gun to a fist fight.
He didn't.
But nigga, that's what we on. That's what we on. Yeah, that's what we on.
Yeah.
You swung on this nigga. Hey, it might go bad for you. I got that bitch. I got that banger.
He should have one song.
To be fair, so he couldn't see him probably the first few years because he's still.
I mean, I don't care. It's been 18 years.
Yeah. 18. And you're the champion of the world.
At some point,
you got to go.
Just thinking that
you're the champion of the world.
At some point,
Pause it. Flip your mic around.
Like I'm literally looking at the words, nigga. You talking into the back of the mic.
The actual mic.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Goofy ass.
I don't know how this shit work.
All right, and
only 500 episodes.
Only 500 episodes later. I don't know how this shit work. I'm about to McMahon your ass in a minute. They say, fire.
Whatever.
So at some point that solves half.
I do have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Now he didn't know about the letters, but just because that was your man's and how tight y'all was, once you got of age, you should have went to see him.
Yeah, like you don't forget about your man. Yeah. Like I don't care. Like how long this nigga been in jail? You be like, let me reach out to my nigga. I got a little couple dollars now. Let me put some money on this nigga books and shit. Hey, man, what's been up, nigga? Like how you been? You know what I'm saying? My people won't really let me fuck with you when I was a kid, but you my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get out, hit me up, bro.
And if he go see him, he'll find out that he has been writing them letters.
Yeah.
And then he can ask the mama.
Yep. All that shit would have been over with. Yeah.
And my thing is like, all these years growing up, like, you come home from school, you get the mail. Yeah. Like, nigga, you never got the mail.
Not once. Your mom was at the mail. She was at the mailbox waiting on the letter from Dane.
Like, you never got the mail, nigga. Like,
can't let him get this.
It's like little shit that they just didn't really think through, man.
Like all these years, he didn't get the mail one time,
and it
happened to be a letter in there.
It was a box full of letters.
Nigga was writing this nigga all like fucking pen pals.
Yeah, and gave him in the movie he gave him like a boxing card from Apollo's thing. And he gave it to Dame, and Dame wrote him back, and he put it back in there to. Like, let them know.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Oh, come on, son. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Jonathan Majors is top 3 actors in the
Like,
world.
I ain't
right
never
now.
been able to catch every
And I'm
fucking
not ashamed to say that.
every school letter that came to my house. I've never been able to catch it. And I was
Never.
getting home before my parents.
Right.
I just forgot to get the mail some days. Like, I didn't get every letter. You know what I'm saying? I got one of them, though. I caught 1 or 2 of them bitches.
Acting like kid on house party.
He'd have caught 1 of them, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come
at least
on.
1.
Yeah, man. But yes, I agree with you. Jonathan Majors is a top 5 black actor right now.
Actor, period. I don't care the race.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Absolutely
I
right.
don't care the race.
Absolutely right.
I'm not gonna
Yep.
argue.
I can't argue with that either. Nope.
Not going to argue.
Nope. Yeah, top 5. Top 5. And I was listening to Joe Budden podcast, and they was making me so angry, bro. They
Them
said
niggas,
that Jonathan Major is not a superstar, and I'm like, y'all
Well,
just.
actually,
Superstar, no.
Yeah.
Star,
Oh, God,
budding
that man is
superstar.
He is a fucking.
He's about to be there
he's
now.
budding.
He
He's
is
budding.
not a megastar. No.
Yeah, he's budding because a lot of people still don't know him yet. So
They know his face,
the
though,
argument that they
but they don't know
made,
his
I
name.
agree with.
Okay.
The argument,
If you were a superstar,
yeah,
you'd have
Mad,
won.
though.
Yeah.
They was disrespecting though.
Not
They
even
were.
Made me mad.
Yeah.
But they be wrong on a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
For
Like,
sure.
they be having some horrible takes sometimes.
Yeah, especially when it come to like entertainment,
Yeah.
like movies and shit. Sometimes, like y'all, Ice the only nigga that'll keep it funky with him because he'll try and defend the new shit. But
Even he be backing out. He don't really buck at Joe too much.
yeah, I don't know. Well, no, unless he start. Ice been on this shit lately though. Have you heard? He been turning up on Joe.
I've been watching.
Yeah, man, that should be funny, dog. Especially when Ice get mad, that nigga voice get out. I'm like, this nigga Ice is mad. All right, but overall, good movie. This series is a good trilogy.
The hour I saw, I enjoyed
Okay,
thoroughly. That nigga house was dope. I need one of them.
are we getting another Creed movie?
Absolutely.
Getting at least 5 more.
It's gonna be a Creed. It's
Yeah.
a Creed universe, bro.
Yeah,
they about to do an
yeah.
anime. They gonna end up. They probably gonna run it into the daughter old enough, and she probably gonna get
They're
2 or 3
Drago's
movies.
got
They're
a
setting
spin
it up
off,
for
right?
that.
Drago.
I heard they're supposed to. Yeah.
Like it's about to be. This about to be some Fast and Furious shit.
Yeah.
Was Ivan
Like
Drago
Creed
in it?
X.
Yeah.
Was the daddy
No,
was
no,
in it?
no.
Ivan Drago wasn't
No.
it? Just the son? Okay.
Who was the big dude training with Creed when he was getting back ready for the fight? That motherfucker.
That was Drago.
I thought so.
Yeah.
He was big as. He was that big in the last
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is. That's like abnormal for a human,
You ever seen them
bro.
workout videos they were showing of that nigga?
Uh-uh.
Hey man, that motherfucker is an animal,
That
bro.
shit is crazy. And Creed beat him.
Yep.
Only in the movie.
Yep. Shit, Rocky beat Ivan. Come on, man.
Right.
Anything is possible. Rocky beat Ivan Drago, man.
Rocky's defense was negative.